If you don't know, the thing to do is not to get scared, but to learn. Learn to value yourself, which means, fight for your happiness. I could die for you. But I couldn't, and wouldn't, live for you. To say, I love you, one must know first how to say the I. A creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. I swear by my life and my love of it that I will never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for mine. The smallest minority on earth is the individual. Those who deny individual rights cannot claim to be defenders of minorities. The hardest thing to explain is the glaringly evident which everybody has decided not to see. The man who does not value himself cannot value anything or anyone. My happiness is not the means to any end. It is the end. It is its own goal. It is its own purpose. Never think of pain or danger or enemies a moment longer than is necessary to fight them. The truth is not for all men but only for those who seek it. She did not know the nature of her loneliness. The only words that named it were, "This is not the world I expected." You have been the one encounter in my life that can never be repeated. I never found beauty in longing for the impossible and never found the possible to be beyond my reach. The purpose of morality is to teach you, not to suffer and die, but to enjoy yourself and live. Live and act within the limit of your knowledge and keep expanding it to the limit of your life. But why should you care what people will say? All you have to do is please yourself. Run for your life from any man who tells you that money is evil. That sentence is the leper's bell of an approaching looter. There is no such thing as a lousy job, only lousy men who don't care to do it. If one's actions are honest, one does not need the predated confidence of others. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. Patience is always rewarded and romance is always round the corner. Rationalization is a process of not perceiving reality, but of attempting to make reality fit one's emotions. Have you ever felt the longing for someone you could admire? For something, not to look down at, but up to? Self-sacrifice? But it is precisely the self that cannot and must not be sacrificed. It is not death that we wish to avoid, but life that we wish to live. What is man? He's just a collection of chemicals with delusions of grandeur. Men who reject the responsibility of thought and reason can only exist as parasites on the thinking of others. One loses everything when one loses one's sense of humor. She knew that even pain can be confessed, but to confess happiness is to stand naked, delivered to the witness. In this world, either you're virtuous or you enjoy yourself. Not both, lady, not both. Self-respect is something that can't be killed. The worst thing is to kill a man's pretense at it. I don't wish to be the symbol of anything. I'm only myself. Reason is not automatic. Those who deny it cannot be conquered by it. Do not count on them. Leave them alone. But you see, the measure of hell you're able to endure is the measure of your love. Art is a selective recreation of reality according to an artist's metaphysical value judgments. Money will not purchase happiness for the man who has no concept of what he wants. The most depraved type of human being is the man without a purpose. She thought how strange it would be if she ever said hello to him. One did not greet oneself each morning. Every form of happiness is private. Our greatest moments are personal, self-motivated, not to be touched. It was the greatest sensation of existence, not to trust but to know. A viler evil than to murder a man is to sell him suicide as an act of virtue. In a free society, one does not have to deal with those who are irrational. One is free to avoid them. The man who damns money has obtained it dishonorably. The man who respects it has earned it. We can ignore reality, but we cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. No speech is ever considered, but only the speaker. It's so much easier to pass judgment on a man than on an idea. Civilization is the process of setting man free from men. When I die, I hope to go to heaven, whatever that is, and I want to be able to afford the price of admission. There are two sides to every issue. One side is right and the other is wrong, but the middle is always evil. Don't think. Believe. Trust your heart, not your brain. Don't think. Feel. Believe. For the first time since her return, she felt pain, a violent pain, but it made her feel alive, because it was worth feeling. If one doesn't respect oneself, one can have neither love nor respect for others. There are no evil thoughts except one, the refusal to think. We are all brothers under the skin, and I, for one, would be willing to skin humanity to prove it. The more you learn, the more you know that you know nothing. The world you desire can be won, it exists, it is real, it is possible, it is yours. Pride is the recognition of the fact that you are your own highest value and, like all of man's values, it has to be earned. I came here to say that I do not recognize anyone's right to 1 minute of my life. The world is perishing from an orgy of self-sacrificing.